We're just getting started here. We're gonna take on the second Intruders scenario. You may hear my dog in the background. I was hopeless. Once upon a time. And there's something in the trees. So, Storybook. And you're gonna die. Times 2. There's blood everywhere. There, everywhere. And why are they doing this to me? Hey, welcome, Mr. Oldenburg. Just getting set up for the second Intruders scenario. Are you able to hear me okay? That's the audio. Sometimes I've had some issues with it in the past. Testing. How's the audio sound? Awesome. Still static here, not so much. We've got the map over there, the archery bow, and the knife. Seems like a good set starting. We're doing the Forest Dwellers setup. So there's one, need two more for Intruders. There's one there. We need 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Right there. Such small spaces here for that many health. And we'll put 5 there. Let's see, that's on. We need to get red. Red starts up here at the gingerbread house. Alright, so we got red. Alright, place our victims. Let's see. 2 there. 2 here. 2 here. 2 over here in the middle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I need my own health. 2, 3, and 4 hearts in the final. Alright, and we start our horror at 3. Bloodlust. It's there. Let's pick out a. Let's pick out a signature action card. Alright, so we've got Discipline. So we can place a victim from out of play under our final draw card and save the benefit or take the benefit, or we can potentially not get the victim saved benefit, but we can still place it on the card. So we have some options for getting up to our ultimate. And I think, let's see, place toll bridge anywhere on the river. So touch 2 spaces. These spaces are now adjacent. You must spend a time to cross an additional time. The victim will show. Let's see, so we've got a bridge here and here. And one right there. There's only 2 exits. Might be good to have one to go across right here. But let's get across that way. Down and out if we need to. Alright, I think we're ready to start. Let's see. One second, just gonna transfer stuff on Discord. Hey, Alan. Lots of new friends here tonight. Let's see, ready to get started with the Intruders second scenario. It's called A Tale's Origin. So we've got Red and the Intruders at Storybook Woods. I think we're all set up. We've got our first event, Toll Bridge. We've got items out. We're ready to start going. So start off with our 0 cost cards. And we'll go ahead and start with the lock. So we got one success. I'm going to bread down here and say hi to these victims. We'll do a second walk. And we've got a double success. Let's see, what's the condition with the... It's a good storybook. It's across the bridges. You want to take one? Yes. Alright. So down here, so for 1. And then we'll go across for 2. And save this one. We'll take the save benefit and move 2 spaces. 1 and 2. And save that one. The in-top item card, that seems real good. Start 4 time. We'll take the knife. Good to get a knife early. Alright, so this is my 2 blocks. No more movements. Focus. Let's see, we're at 4 time. We'll discard 2 focuses and a short rest, leaving me just weak attack. I'm gonna push it 7 time. And I'll buy 2 sprints. That's 4 time. Let's see what's in the higher. I'll do discipline. See if I can get that victim early. Or the ult early. And we'll get a close call. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got weak attack, 2 sprints, discipline, close call. Discipline is our signature action. Hey, welcome, skeleton. 5 minutes. We just entered our first turn where we got 2 blocks, say 2 good victims. So we did a good first turn. Might be a little more than 10 minutes because we've got 3 colors, but we'll see. Let's see. It is the killer's turn. So since you're joining us, we're doing the second Intruders scenario of Tales of Origin. So we'll flip. Actually, no, we don't flip yet. They kill, nothing in their space because there's nothing there. And then yes, we get Once Upon a Time, which is Bible setup. Yep, special rules when setting up the scenario, place Once Upon a Time. That's the top part of the turn deck. So we place 2 new victims at grandmother's house, which is down here. The killer recovers health. They have not lost any. And we get a new event, which is the breadcrumb path. So we can choose 2 of the following spaces: the dell, the meadow, and the clearing. We can place a breadcrumb path token on them. You may move between these spaces as if they were adjacent. Only you can use the breadcrumb path, and victims cannot follow you. So we do a quick path back in, but we can't take victims. Let's see. So Dell's over here, the meadow's here, and the clearing's up there. We can't take victims, but it's mostly for us just to get out of dodge. It sounds a little weird. Is that any better? Testing. Not this one. Is that any better? Let's see. Do I have any other options? How's this one? Any better? Uh, let's see. Let's try switching back here. How's that? Is it better? Testing now. Yeah, a real setup that I do not currently. While we're waiting on that, let's figure out where our path should go. Let's see. Testing. Do we still have audio? Or are we still audioless? Hey, good. Awesome. Everything has some audio. So we'll place our breadcrumb path. Let's put it right, getting from the dell across here. And the to the dell might be our best options. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I think that's probably going to be our best because that's give us the next amount of time. Hey, welcome, Todd. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's all fuzzy. I'll need to find a better way of doing this at some point, I think. Let's try. Hey, how's everyone doing? We are having some potential audio issues, so we're working on that. How's this? Is this any better? Testing now. Not as fuzzy. I like that. So we'll start with that. Am I testing sound for killer from tomorrow? Uh, maybe. All right. So we just placed our breadcrumb path. That was our second event from Once Upon a Time. Killers didn't move because they don't. So we'll discard that. It is now our turn. So we're on round 2. We have a knife already, so that's good. We've got some sprints. I think we'll start with a discipline, which is going to let us try and get a victim from out of play, potentially get a save benefit, but if not, we can put it over the heart because we haven't lost any. So that seems like a good starting option. We've got 1 success and we can convert. We'll drop close call and weak attack, and we'll convert that. So we get a victim from out of play, and we can put them someplace. We'll go ahead and get the 2 time benefit. I forgot to reset my time. So we're at 8 time. All right, so now we've got 2 sprints in our hand. And we'll sprint once. And there's a double success. So we can move 3 spaces. 1, 2, and 3. And then we'll try and come down to this exit over here with our next sprint. And we don't have a conversion option because we're out of cards. So we'll lose a heart. And we'll lose 2 time. Puts us at 5 time. Now I think I can technically still save these. Maybe not. We'll say that we can't because my turn immediately ends. So we'll have to wait till next turn. Hi, welcome. No clue what's happening. All right. So that is the end of my second turn. We've got 5 time to buy. We'll get all of our 0 cost cards. So 2 focus, 2 walks, and a short rest. Let's see. We'll go ahead and start buying some attack. We'll get Furious Strike, and we'll get Close Call. Our sprints go back. Weak attack and discipline. So discipline there. Killers attack in their space. There's nobody there. So then we get There's Blood Everywhere. So the killer moves down. So we're on Baghead. He moves a space and attacks closest kind of girl or victim. So their movement is 1. So they start slaughtering people here at Grandma's house because that has the most victims. And their horror goes up. And it goes up 2 more times. And so that's where we're at. Turn 2. Or round 2. So first we'll start by saving these 2. We'll take an action card of 2 or less, and we'll take time. So sprint. I think we'll get sprint, because that's 2 time. And then we'll give us some mobility. Let's see, so we need 1 more to flip. So we'll do walk first. 1 success, so we can move up here. And then we'll walk again. and a double success. So we can move 2 spaces. So we'll move 1. We'll get a heart back for our last reward. And we've got 6 victims. Red's ability is really good. So you can, once per action phase, if an enemy is within 2 spaces of you, you may move 1 space for free. Especially since this one is adjacent. But I do like the damage from the ultimate dice. We'll keep our ultimate. So we can move 1 space for free if we're within 2 spaces of an enemy. That was our first of 2 moves from our double success. We're at 4 times. So we'll move over here for our second one. Let's see. Run sprint. So we'll do close call and short rest to convert that to a success. Drop down to 1. We can move 2 spaces. Over here, 1 and 2. Ah, why is it there? Alright, so we gain health. We have all of our health. Let's see, we can move a space for free because we're within 2 of these guys. So we'll move up here. I think that's the right move. We only have 3 times, so we'll discard our 2 focus. Puts us to 5 times. Let's see, so we get planning phase, we get weak attack. Take a sprint and probably a distraction at this point. Now we'll take a guard. And we'll take a close call. Welcome, Elducko. We've got lots of friends from Discord joining us tonight. Alright, Baghead is the current killer. But all killers are going to attack. There's only 1 with people. Circle plus goes up again. Focus. Right. Alright. They killed. Now time to flip. So getting treats for grandmother. Take the top card of the village deck, which is the map. So we can discard the map during the action phase, and then for each deck of the item cards, we can do the following. If the top card is face down, reveal it. If the top card is face up, you may remove it from the game and reveal the next card. Seems like that might be helpful next. Then they're going to target the final row, which is Baghead. So he's going to move 2 now and jump in our space. Luckily, we picked up that guard. So he is going to attack. Doing 1 damage currently. And we have a double success. So nothing happens. Since he's hanging out in our space at the start of our turn, we're going to go ahead and weak attack with the knife. We have a single success, so we'll deal 2 damage. And then we'll Furious Strike with the knife. Single success again. We deal 2 more damage. And we have to drop the border by 1. And then our turn ends. We still have a sprint and a close call. I forgot to reset my time. We have 6 time. I'm going to pick up our 0 cost cards. I don't think we need discipline right now, but we do have 6 time. We'll grab Retaliate. And go sprint, so let's grab Search. I'm going to discard the map next turn and see what's up at the top of the village there. That guy is still the current killer, so we're going to go ahead and retaliate his attack with the knife. And there's our double success on that. So ignore all damage from the attack, which is 1. We deal 3 damage because of the knife. Because it's killer phase and intruders, he lays down, and we don't flip. This moves to the topmost. So it's now her. And then we flip. So it picked me up, and I was helpless. Move the killer 2 spaces towards Grandmother's house. Picking up and moving 1 victim with the killer if able. So it was not. We'll get a new event. That's enough successes. I do what I can. So the victim closest to you is now the woodsman. Let's see. So it's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We'll put the woodsman up here in the village. So he will follow you into the killer space, and when attacking the killer, with the woodsman adds 1 dice for every 3 health that the killer has. If you save the killer, double your victim save bonus. The woodsman dies while in your space, -3 time. We did start televising the weekly challenge games. I did do a lot of videos initially. And then I tried to make one day, and it took me 13 hours to make a 2 gig file. And so I gave up on trying to make YouTube videos. So we'll try doing more Twitch streams that are just a lot harder to accomplish with 2 small children. But every once in a while, when I do get some time, I try and get on and stream some games. So hopefully it's enjoyable. Let's see, so we finished that up. We got our event. The woodsman's in play. We now get to reveal our token. So Baghead is down. We'll move him over here. No more Baghead. Oh yeah, okay, that sounds like a lot to try and handle at the same time. Let's see. So now we've got this one here and this one over here. I guess at this point we'll go ahead and discard our map. And so we can flip the top of the village, which is the Thorny Vines. Let's see, do we want to keep the archery bow? I think so. I think we do. And then the top is the raft. for the one at Grimm's house. We are still within 2 spaces of an enemy. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and use that free movement. I don't think I have any attack cards. So with that free movement, go here. And then we'll walk to go up to the village. There you go. No successes on that one, but I will convert it with a close call and a short rest. Okay. All right. Let's see. So we converted that. We can move 1 space over here with these 2. We'll go ahead and search while we're here. So we moved. Still no more successes, so we'll discard our 2 focus and take the top card, which are the thorny vines. Let's find our thorny vines token. And then we will search, so that's a minus time. We'll sprint. We are just no successes now. We used them all already. We'll lose a heart in 2 time. And we'll move a space. I think we'll go ahead and we won't do anything else. We will pick up sneak attack. We'll pick up guard. We'll wait out the killer. She's way over there, so at least there's that, but that's still within 2 spaces. Killer's turn. They're going to attack, so this victim dies. That one doesn't kill anybody. I was carried like a rag doll. Move the killer 3 spaces towards grandmother's house. Already there. Picking up and moving a killer if able. New event. It's our last event because this is a scenario. So we have travelers. So place 2 new victims at the dell. So we have 2 more here. 2 more at the meadow over here. And 2 at the clearing, which is up here. So lots of new victims. We don't have any attacks, so they're being extremely nice right now. Let's see, so it's our turn. Go ahead and we'll walk. No successes. We'll drop 2 time. Lose a heart. We're within 2. We should have just moved. That's fine. Alright. So there's that. We'll lose a time. Place the vines here. Just in case. We've got a guard and a weak attack. We've got 3 time. Put these cards back. We'll buy a sprint. And we'll buy a close call. Alright, so walk goes back there. Killers phase. They attack. Neither one of them are in a space with anybody, so that's fine with me. But our next one. Our horror goes up. If there are no victims on the board, there are. So we drop the killer down. It goes to this one. Small over tokens. They're going to target the closest. probably wouldn't come where the vines are, so we'll put them up here. They'll attack and kill one. Our horror goes up again, so now we are in the red. And it is our turn. Alright, so we'll start with a focus so we can try and get this down a little bit. Still nothing. These dice are about to go elsewhere. But we'll drop short rest and focus, which puts us at least back into... I rolled too many dice that time, so let's do that. One dice. Failed, so we lose 2 time. We're going to close call before to reroll any die. We're going to get new dice because I'm not liking this anymore. No, it is. So I chose the name because of this game, which may pigeonhole me if I try and do any other kind of board games, but it is what it is. So that's where we're at. We failed that still, so we just lose 2 time. We'll use our other focus, and we'll get rid of that dice because that one's also not cooperating. That's something. We'll drop guard and short rest to convert that. We're at least down to 2. We've got a sprint, walk, and weak attack. So we'll sprint. Try and get somebody saved. There's a success. It's like just 2 spaces. 2. We get 2 hearts for one of those. But we're at max, so we don't get any more. And this is where Mrs. Claus seems like she's going to be really cool because you don't have a max of your ultimate, and I am thinking that would be a lot of fun to have. Let's use our time for walking, or sprinting. We're going to walk. Hey, double success, that means we can move 2. I think that's going to be our turn. We're back up there with the woodsman. Right, well, we can attack anybody. Now it is killer's turn. So they all attack. Nothing in their space. We nope. We did not buy yet. We have 3 times. So we'll get our walk. And by distraction seems wise. Alright, now we get put these ones back. Alright, that is our turn. They've attacked. Nothing. Alright, there's something in the trees. So they target closest final girl or a victim. I don't think they can use the bridge. Maybe they can. Do any of you know offhand? Can victims or can killers use the toll bridge? I don't think they can because they can't pay the time cost. So they're each going to move to the closest. No, not each, just the killer. Move here. We increase the bloodlust because it's in a space with a victim. And we got our dark power, which is no remorse. Roll a die at the start of each upkeep phase. If the result is greater than the number of killers, increase bloodlust. That's not ideal. It seems like bloodlust is going to go up real high real quickly. Well, maybe it's time to take the fight to the killers. Let's see, we're within 2. We're going to go here. We'll leave this one back here. Go there. And then we're going to walk. And fall on our face. So there's 2 time for that. But we can move a space. We can weak attack. And because we have the woodsman, we get 1 die for every 3. So we get 2 additional dice because of the woodsman. So weak attack. This was not the greatest decision, but that's so we got single success. Some encouragement to roll lower. Yeah, there is encouragement there. It does not necessarily mean it's going to happen. Usually it's when I want to roll lower. I don't actually do that. We deal damage. 2 damage because of the knife to this one. So this switches up here. Let's have a distraction. So we'll take our 2 dice and try the distraction. We got 3s and 4s. Let's see, we failed our walk. And then we can't convert, so we can lose 4 time, or we can just increase the war. I guess we're losing 4 time. And getting 0 costumes. And the woodsman's not going to survive. I don't. It was well left. Did I miss an upkeep? I missed an upkeep. Let's go back and do that upkeep. 5. So that would have gone up. So it would be here. And we wouldn't have rolled that many dice. -1. We missed it. We'll just keep going from here. She's going to kill the woodsman. He's going to kill this one. I didn't say that one. It's over here. These 2. So it goes up 2 more times. She's going to act. Let's see. Why are they doing this to us? Switches. So it goes down here. Saves my hide. This one goes to the nearest victims. 1, 2, 3. And then attacks. So it kills 1. We go up 2. 1, 2. That both us goes up. So we discard the next terror card. And then we increase the war again, we discard the next terror. Thanks, Alan. See you, skeleton. So now we're at the finale. Now you're going to die. So now the killer's going to target the closest, move, attack, drop to the next one, move, and attack. So lots of things are going to happen now. Let's see, where are we at? I don't have any attack. Focus, see if we can get this down a little bit. Nope. We're just going to lose 2 time. Focus again. There we go. There's a 6. There's another time, but this drops down. I think we're going to take our free move. To go to the meadow. And this time. And then we'll drop walk and short rest to gain 2 more time. The 4. I get these 2, which is a walk and a weak attack. Hey, thanks for joining, Toad. Bye. Let's see. At this point, we've got 4 time. We'll buy retaliate. Nope, she's going to go after victims, so we'll get Furious Strike. Let's see, so Killer's turn. Doesn't matter, we're not discarding anymore, so no remorse doesn't really matter anymore. It is Zeke, I think is his name. No, Zeke. He's going to kill this one. She's going to move 2. So closest victim. She moves 3. Our closest victim's over here. She takes 2 damage as she moves in there. And the killer phase ends. So this goes away. But we survived that a little bit, so that's good. This one. Technically, let's see, you can move between them as if they're adjacent, which means that they would be within a space. So this will be interesting. We're going to dip over here, use our free ability. Rank 2, so we will weak attack. Work 2. Really want to give up with those. So that's that. We deal damage, we take damage. We deal 2 because it is with the knife. That's the end of our turn. We'll pick up retaliate since we're in the space. And we'll pick up 2 close calls. She's going to attack this one at this point. He's going to go attack me, so I'm in the space, so we will retaliate that. Double convert, so we've got 2 close calls, we'll convert that. We'll drop 2 focus to convert that. Ignore all damage, which is 3. And we deal 3 damage. I think we're going to try. I wonder if we can get out of here with a lock. So he's killer. That's his retaliate, so that's fine. We're free to move. And I will walk And apparently fail, which is what we've been doing pretty much all night. Oh, I get an extra dice. So that's a success. Alright. So we get the extra dice from Zeke having 1 health token. So we succeed, we only lose 1 time, and we get to move base space. We'll move this one. We got 5 time. We get these back. Oh, we don't get. Yeah, we'll pick up short or Furious Strike. And we'll get rid of short rest before returns. Which will post it 6 times, so we get Furious Strike and a guard. And that seems good. Our cards go back. Gallery is back. Let's go for rest. Alright, let's see. Killer's gonna move and attack, which is unfortunate for these victims. 1, 2, and 3. Got one of those. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I've been moving on before. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Alright. Let's see. She just needs 1 hit. So you can attack that. 1, 2 dice, and then 3 for Zeke. Got a single success. We'll get that single success. Let's see. So she takes a hit, which is 2 damage. Backs down. We'll walk over to. So I now have a final health token as well. See, we will move up. I don't remember. We'll just move over here. And save this one for simple. Alright, end of that phase. We'll flip. She comes back with 1 health. Yep. Let's see, so I'm going to retaliate. And I'll get another. We have 2 close calls. So 1 comes over here. We got 1 extra to die. We're going to retaliate against her. Alright, double success. So you normal damage, deal 2 damage. So she's gone. And then Zeke is coming at her. 1, 2, and 3. We'll guard against it. Which got a hit for dice because Zeke is at final health. Double, so ignore all damage from Zeke. Which is fine with me. Our turn comes around. We'll do Furious Strike. Got single success. We're going to convert this with our 2 close calls. Double success. We'll deal 3 damage. We flip him over. And Zeke is done for. So Red survives. All 3 are dead. And that was scenario 2 for the Intruders section. Welcome. The Storybook Woods is always really tricky because of the limit on the survivors that you can take across the bridges, and just having two exit spaces instead of three really limits your possibilities. Let's see. Ah, I think that is probably going to wrap it up. Thanks for coming and hanging out. We'll try to do this again more often. This is a lot of fun, especially when you guys all join and hang out. It's a lot of fun. Thank you, Ted. Yeah, it was fun. All right, welcome. Glad you all had a good time. I think anything that would be more enjoyable or things to improve on. Let me know. Thanks, Eldeka. The surveys are really fun. They are definitely a challenge. If you get into stuff like season one's Night of the Pig, that one trips a lot of people up because there aren't any weapons. So it's just barehanding Hans, which is a task in and of itself. And it's got some fun items that are in there to kind of help you out, but it's definitely no item or no weapons, so you're not getting any damage boosts. But you are playing as Lori, and so you do get her. If you get her up ultimate, you get that damage boost from there. I would say the Storybook Woods, the first one of the Big Bad Wolf, that one was really rough the first time I played that one. What they called Once Upon a Time. Yeah, I need to get a new season one Lord Storybook for I have the one that doesn't fit in the bonus features, and I want to get one that does fit without having to cut it. Um, I don't know, maybe one day give away the other one. That'd be fun. Yeah, so once upon a time, you put the picnic set up, you get rid of the red cape because you start with it, but then you put up all the other items as normal. The starting event is Traveler, so it's the one where you put the two victims that we got down there, the two victims in the Dell, and the Meadow, and the Fury. And the dark powders around the center, so it gets real intense real quick. This picnic, I think, is everybody is gathered at the Glen. It's yeah, it's a picnic. Oh, picnic is the killer starts at the Glen. But then there's two victims here, here, and here. You start across over here. And Big Bad Wolf just tears through things real quick in that scenario. I hope y'all had a good time hanging out. Glad we were able to get the audio issues taken care of without too much of a hassle. Yeah, I think I can do a raid thing, maybe. We'll go ahead and switch the scene. but it's a lot of fun hanging out with everyone. Have a good night, No Clue. It's good hanging out with you. See what other board games are being played.